Sunday saw one of the biggest blowouts in NFL history. While we've seen larger margins of victory, it's rare to see such a complete dismantling of a Super Bowl favorite. Defensive coordinator Dennis Allen came into the game with one sole plan: you will not throw deep on us. The Saints defense sat in too high all night, rolling into various forms of cover 2 man, deep zones, and even a hybrid Tampa 2 at times. Dennis Allen begged the Buccaneers to hand the ball off and gave Brady a light box after light box, and yet Brady refused to run it. Here's the opening play of the game. Chris Godwin comes in motion, something that the Bucs used a lot in the first matchup versus the Saints, and the Saints knew this was coming. To counter this, they're lining up CJG ready for the motion. The Saints are using 2 high safeties, rolling into a cover 1 robber post snap. However, check the numbers in the box. The Bucs have a 7-on-6 advantage, yet Brady tries to go to Godwin on the deep out. Here's another example from the first play of the second drive. The Saints are in a pretty obvious cover 2 man, and Brady tries to go to Evans on the skinny post before chucking one down the sideline to Godwin, where there seems to be a miscommunication. Rewinding back to pre-snap, you can see the window to the skinny post is going to be almost impossible, and the deep ball down the sideline is definitely not on. If the Bucs actually hand this off on the power like they show on the play action, Jones probably gets to the edge against the light box and goes for a good gain. More confusing to me is that the 2 attempts they did try to run early both went for good gains. However, one did come back for a holding call. It puzzles me even more considering this is Tom Brady we're talking about. He is the king of the chameleon-based offense, molding towards whatever the defense gives him. Now, a lot of people will be screaming at their screens about how they were down early and didn't have a chance to run the ball. And while this definitely became the case as the game went on, they were down so early, they still had plenty of opportunities to run the ball. The football the Buccaneers have put on tape this season skews heavily towards a Bruce Arians-looking offense. And if you wanted to throw against these deep looks, this would have been a perfect time to bring out Tom Brady's short passing offense. A loss this big doesn't come from just failure to combat opponent schemes. Brady made some poor reads, multiplied by some awful drops when he was on the money. Brady missed an opportunity for a big play here. 2nd and long, and the Bucs' main aim is to get the yards for the first, with Brady's first read being the hitch out combo. The Saints are in cover 4, smothering the play initially. But when Marcus Williams comes down to play Gronk's out, this gives an opportunity for a deep post to Antonio Brown. Brady does a good job to step up avoiding the rush, but here's one he'll want back. Brady throws with his toe facing towards the Saints bench, and this makes it difficult to throw the ball across his body and makes it harder to lead Brown into open space. The ball wobbles deep and really should have been an interception. And here's a head scratcher of a mistake from Brady. They're going to run the same concept twice in back-to-back plays, both working, yet Brady doesn't throw the second one. From the slot, the Bucs are running a drive concept, essentially using the inside slot to create a natural pick for Godwin's in-breaking route. Miller's route pushes the DB back, and Brady rifles one into Godwin for a 7-yard pickup. This is a well-executed play. Now 3rd and 3, and they come back to the exact same concept, this time on the other side of the field with Mike Evans as the pick player. The Saints disguise their coverage and roll in the man, but the in-breaking route to Godwin is still widely open. Brady looks Godwin's way, but doesn't throw. Then he chucks up a prayer to Scotty Miller. This is just a bad miss. Now, Brady wasn't the only player that made a mistake. In fact, here's a perfectly thrown out route on a 3rd and long that would have dug them out of a hole. And Gronk just flat out drops this. And on Brady's next throw, Scotty Miller joins the mistake party, again denying Brady of a completion on a perfectly thrown out route by not getting his feet down in time. Most of our analysis have skewed negative so far, so let's highlight the fantastic play of the Saints defensive line. They were in Brady's grill all night, and made what felt like a game-sealing interception early in the second quarter. Down 21, the Bucs finally go to the short passing game. First play, Brady throws a strike on a slant for the first down of the night, and on the next play, they're going to try to get the ball to Ronald Jones on a screen. This is something they did in their first matchup against New Orleans pretty well. However, a badly thrown pass followed by a game of hot potato by the defensive line leads to a great interception. Brady gets lazy and tries to lob the ball over Marcus Davenport, who swats the pass. Cameron Jordan coming on the stunt, then tips it, allowing David Onyemata to bring it in. And when the Saints scored shortly after, this game was over. There was a serious coaching mismatch between Sean Payton and Todd Bowles. The Buccaneers came into the game with the same defensive plan they've had all season, and this scheme is ineffectual against the Saints offense. When you ask any football fan what Drew Brees is best known for, they're going to tell you it's his incredible accuracy, quick decision making, and his ability to slice open zones with short passing. So, please tell me, why the hell would you play soft zone and bring your blitzes from so far off the line of scrimmage that even a glacier could have gotten out of the way? Bowles played deep dropping zones, mostly cover 3 and 4, and bring pressure from multiple secondary positions, and Brees filleted him all game long. This play is just way too easy for Brees. The Bucs are in a cover 3 shell, and when nobody follows the motion, it's clearly a zone. Brees just takes what the defense gives him, finding his receiver on the easy hitch. Here, the Bucs bring 5, but the coverage is so far back, Brees easily finds Thomas on the out route. Or how about this quick out from Thomas to move the chains? The Saints run an RPO, and Brees spots the blitzing safety, so pulls the ball away from Kamara and finds Thomas in the flat. I've slept on pillows that aren't as soft as this zone. Just how ready was Sean Payton for these dropping zones? Check out this beautiful 7-step drop pattern the Saints ran. Knowing the Bucs are going to drop into a deep Tampa chew, Payton hits them with the sauce. Emmanuel Sanders' route keeps the flat defender wide, and Deontay Harris runs his post corner hard at Devin White's Tampa 2 zone, forcing him back, before cutting towards the sideline, and Drew Brees drops a beauty over JPP. Shoddy tackling allows Harris to get good yards after the catch. The one snap where Todd Bowles fooled Brees came on this drop into 4-4 coverage. Brees tries to force one to Kamara, and JPP gets his remaining fingertips on it for a pass breakup. If he reels this in, it's probably a pick 6. However, if you fool a Hall of Fame quarterback once, he's going to internalize that coverage and adapt. Here, they run the same coverage flipped, and Brees easily spots the soft gap in the zone, fitting one into Cook. A good job by the Bucs to strip this out, or the game might have been even more out of hand. More red zone defense, and the Bucs again choose to send only 3 at Brees, running a 5-3 sticks defense. The Saints dig out a Madden staple, stick nod, as Drew Brees picks on Devin White once more on this ISO route. New Orleans clearly went into this game with an aim to target Devin White in coverage, and it paid off. Here, there's a miscommunication between White and Levante David. This is the exact same scenario we covered in our Bobby Wagner video. The offense is running an over and hitch, with the defense in a cover 3. The linebackers need to communicate to pass off the over route so White can take the hitch. No call is made, and Brees easily finds Taysom over the middle. And on this play, it's Taysom picking on White with his arm, finding Jared Cook on the over route where 45 can only help but trail. I'll give the Bucs defense credit, and they did a good job containing the run game of Alvin Kamara and Latavius Murray, holding the duo to 79 yards on 19 carries. However, they were ill-prepared for the Mormon Swiss Army knife. Back at QB, Payton dials up a QB power for Taysom. The line does an excellent job, and nice vision from Taysom gets the Saints to the 1. And on this play, the Saints again put Drew Brees out wide and Taysom at quarterback, looking to take a shot. The Bucs play man, and nobody spies Taysom, allowing him to break contain for a big pickup. Per Football Outsiders DVOA metric, this is the largest one-side victory of the 21st century, and the 4th most one-sided win since DVOA has been recorded. So, did it show a blueprint on how to beat the Buccaneers? Well, it's hard to make a sweeping statement on one game when a team made a lot of mistakes, but it certainly calls into question the coaching staff's ability to adapt. When the Bucs see too high, they stubbornly stick to vertical attacks. They must run the ball and take advantage of what the defense is giving you. Brady is elite at timing and underneath routes, so it's not like your offense is going to get worse by doing this. When it comes to the defense, I think this game highlighted a specific problem. Is Todd Bowles not willing to adapt because he doesn't know how? Or does he feel the only way he can get pressure is with these blitzes? I'm trending towards the latter, although it is concerning to me we saw no versions of press or aggressive short zones against Drew Brees. The Saints are now the #1 seed in the NFC, and I have to admit, after a slow start, I had my doubts about them. Brees' waning arm strength is still a concern to me, but I think it's about time we stop questioning Sean Payton's brilliance. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, why not check out our latest profiles on fantasy stud James Robinson and the newest member of the Superstar Club, DK Metcalf.